Alrighty. I go to this one on my laptop. Alrighty. I did pause it shortly after I saw it starting to lag. There's like a 2-3 second delay from the laptop to my actual live stream. So as soon as I caught it on the laptop, I immediately paused it. So the match is still going. Just gonna get this link out real quick. Alright, so I got the link out. Here we go. Alrighty. So I paused the stream, that way we didn't really miss too much of the match, maybe about 3 to 5 seconds of the match. But that's about it. So we're gonna get right back into it. It's Shelly Nicole from Black Rose Rebellion taking on the voice Jennifer Rivera from BGI. See the voice taking it to Shelly, kicking her on the side of the head right now. The voice telling her to get up. And Shelly dodges the kick to the face. What is Shelly going for? What's she going up top for? For a jumping DDT. She hit a DDT from the top rope. We've got a 1 count. Shelly jumped off the top rope right over to Jennifer Rivera and hit a DDT. And does a different kind of kick to the side of the head. Spinning neck breaker with the back splash, I suppose. What's Shelly going for up here now? What's she doing? What's she doing? Look at that Dark Phoenix splash. How did Jennifer Rivera kick out of that? Shelly over there looking disappointed, like what is it gonna take? I agree, because how did the voice kick out of that splash? Jennifer missing that Tope Atomico. Oh no. The voice just walking on Shelly now. And hitting a running knee. Immediately dropping Shelly. Like some kind of UFC fight. And just wrenching the neck. Why didn't the voice go for a pin right there? Jennifer Rivera has pinned Shelly Nicole. You're going to have to ask Fingers about why they call her the voice. Ask Bad Attitude. That's Bad Attitude's sister right there. Shelly just... Damn. I don't know how the voice kicked out of that Dark Phoenix splash. I hope it shows the replay of that. There's that DDT right there. That right there. That Dark Phoenix splash. How did the voice kick out of that? That was a crazy maneuver. I think this is where it really all started ending. That knee is what did it in. After that knee, Shelly was done.
Here is your winner, the Voice, Jennifer Rivera.
The Voice coming up with a strong win. Right there, Shirley P is the BWE Women's Champion. That was a crazy win right there. Next up, we have Aries Omega against Francisco Flores. So what happened here? In the BWE chat, Aries Omega saw the Disciples of Darkness going into an undisclosed location. Aries Omega lit a torch and tried to burn down that undisclosed location. Carlos Flores snuffed out that torch so it didn't burn anything down and let Aries Omega know that was his chop shop he tried to burn down. So now he sent his little brother, Francisco Flores, to take out Aries Omega. We're going to see what happens here. See Carlos Flores in the corner of Francisco Flores, the War Machine Aries Omega, ready to take a stroll through the barrio. This is pretty much another warm-up for Aries, or that's how he sees it.
Representing the Empire of Pain, from Hackensack, New Jersey, weighing in at 225 pounds, Archangel Omega!
Omega sees this as possibly another warm-up match because tomorrow he'll be taking on Angelo King for the BWE Heavyweight Championship. But you're going to be taking on Avato with his older brother, his big brother, in his corner. Like DMP said, you don't mess with a man's chop shop. You just don't do that. You know, the chop shop it's where the lowriders are made. You don't ever do that. But the question is, does Carlos and Francisco Flores know that the Disciples of Darkness were hiding in his chop shop? Or are they protecting the Disciples of Darkness?
From San Francisco, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, El Guapo, Francisco Flores.
Francisco Flores, the pretty boy El Guapo, ready to teach Aries Omega a lesson about respecting another man's property. By the way he's moving down to the ring, I'm pretty sure we can guess who he was inspired by. Aries Omega, Francisco Flores. Francisco going right in for that step-up Superman punch. Missing that dropping fist drop, though. A falling fist drop. And Aries hitting that coffin drop from the other side of the ring. Aries trying to rip the Cholo flannel off of him. What are they going to do? These two men are tying up now. What are they going to do? Francisco getting the hold. Just wrenching that waist lock. Francisco just dropping Aries to the mat. The Aries getting the upper hand again. Look at that neck breaker right there. You get the 2 count on Francisco Flores early in the match. Francisco missed that hit and got knocked out with a clothesline, but still finds a way to come back from that. El Guapo right here, really making a name against Aries Omega, or at least intending to. Just beating Aries Omega down like they do in the hood. Just giving him an old school hood beatdown. Old school ghetto beatdown right there. Francisco Flores really showing out with that springboard moonsault onto the back of Aries, going for another pinfall, but only gets a 1 count. Aries just tosses Francisco out of the ring, trying to find some room to breathe. Jumping off the top for a drop kick to the teeth of Francisco. Can't mess with his teeth, he's the pretty boy. Aries Omega not allowing Francisco to get any more momentum. Look at that spinning crossbody right there, or the spinning splash. I say spinning splash because he did an extra rotation. Aries Omega with the strong kicking combination, ending with a kick to his head, to Francisco's head. And then a coffin drop from the top rope. Aries telling Francisco to get up, just waiting for him. What is he gonna hit? It doesn't matter because Francisco reverses it. Aries with the back body drop and an elbow to the head. Francisco was really showing out dominantly. And now Aries Omega is turning the whole match around. All that momentum. Is it? Is it? The Red Lightning Driver. Aries Omega hits the Red Lightning Driver. Is that it? That is it. As soon as that Red Lightning Driver gets hit, it's done. It's a 1, 2, 3. Francisco Flores is down and out. Aries Omega comes out with the win. I will definitely say Francisco Flores gave Aries Omega a run for his money. We'll have to see what happens next week, because I'm pretty sure Carlos Flores isn't going to let this chop shop situation rest. Look at that red lightning driver. We've seen Aries Omega hit that move so many times, and I'd say about 90% of the time he hits that move, it's done. Angelo King is going to have his work cut out for him tomorrow when he defends the BWE Heavyweight Championship against this man, Aries Omega. Next up, we have Briggs taking on Road Pig. Briggs will be challenging Zartan for the BWE Extreme Championship tomorrow at the Leap of Faith pay-per-view. But today he's taking on one of the underlings of the Dreadnoks faction, Road Pig.
The fight is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing in at 288 pounds, Briggs!
My apologies, I was getting my son a drink. I agree, Briggs is the new American badass. I am a fan of Briggs. I like Briggs. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does against another badass. The badass of the wasteland, Zartan, for the BWE Extreme Championship in a Dreadnoks rules match.
And his opponent from Devil Hill, North Carolina, weighing in at 283 pounds, the Pig!
This is Road Pig, part of the Dreadnoks faction, with Zartan, Torch, Buzzer, Ripper, Zanya. Who else am I missing? I'm not sure who else I'm missing. That faction's pretty damn huge. But this is Road Pig. He did have a shot at the BWE Blood Fist Championship at one point. Was not able to complete the task and get the job done. But today in this match, he's looking to stop Briggs from getting any more momentum against the Dreadnoks leader, Zartan, for the BWE Extreme Championship. Road Pig's not one to be taken too lightly. Every time he steps into the ring, looking for a fight, looking for a brawl, looking to hurt his opponents. Does it with no remorse. You could just see how emotionless he is right there. Walks into the ring, doesn't care who he's got to hurt, as long as he gets the job done. Briggs, Road Pig. Let's get it on. I'm going to a waistlock tie-up. Briggs wrenching the waistlock on Road Pig now. Going for that roll-up. Now Road Pig going for a pin of his own. Briggs with a backslide pin. Nothing. Going in for that waistlock again of some sorts. wrenching it. Going for another roll-up. Here we go. Briggs just stomping away at Road Pig now. That springboard moonsault. But Road Pig with a small package. Pin. No diddy. These two men tying up again. Road Pig with a waist lock of his own now. Nation from Briggs. And another elbow drop. And a coffin drop to the back of Briggs just as Briggs was getting up. You know that's gotta hurt. But Briggs coming on back now. Knocking Road Pig off that apron. This match is brought to you by my love for 7-Up. Tropical 7-Up. I appreciate that, Devin. Look at Briggs just stomping away at Road Pig again outside the ring. Bending the hand. You know it's going to hurt the wrist as well. And then dropping some knees onto the back. I think they were chanting for Frankie Fingers right there. I think they want Frankie Fingers to come back. I think that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were saying Frankie Fingers. I think that's what my son even said that's what he heard. They want Frankie Fingers to come back to BWE. When are we going to see Frankie Fingers return as Briggs goes for this pinfall? Briggs just assaulting Road Pig. Road Pig tossing Briggs aside to get out of that spear maneuver, hitting him with the big boot now. Briggs making his way back. Doesn't matter how much momentum Road Pig was trying to get. If I can just pull a Pat McAfee line real quick. This is two big men slapping meat. Each one taking turns just slamming on each other. Look at that. That was a knee to the side of the head of Briggs, but Briggs kicks out. Briggs just not willing to give up. Gets kicked. Gets kicked to the forearm or a shin kick to the side of the head. Road Pig comes out with a win. We see Zartan just knock out Briggs with the BWE Extreme Championship. Jeez. Zartan and Briggs are now enemies. Zartan's crowd reaction is now boo. The crowd now hates Zartan. Now, next up is Primetime P with Richie Mills in his corner against Buzzer with Ripper in his corner. I feel like I said that wrong. Primetime P with Richie Mills in his corner against Buzzer with Ripper in his corner. I'm going to give you all backstory while they're making their entrances to this. A little sus.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Big Money Richie Mills, representing Money Incorporated from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 275 pounds, Big Dog Primetime P.
So how this one started was HRS actually earned a BWE Tag Team title shot against the Disciples of Darkness, and Buzzer and Ripper decided to bully their way into that match, and they ended up winning and taking the BWE Tag titles. HRS are not happy about that at all. So they decided to try to take the titles from Buzzer and Ripper. They feel like the titles should have been rightfully theirs. Look at them with the BWE Tag Team Championships.
And his opponent, accompanied by Rip, representing the Doom Brigade from Port City, North Carolina, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the Fighting Heritage Tag Team Champions, Buzzsaw.
These two men stole the These two men stole the BWE Tag Team Championship match. Walked right into that match and came out with the win. Came out with the BWE Tag Team Championships. Bullied their way into it, and HRS are not happy about that at all. Primetime P coming in with a kick to Buzzer's teeth. Already starting this match off hot. You can see Primetime P's aggression. He's pissed. He's not happy that his opportunity got taken away from him. Hitting that razor's edge. Buzzer starting to come back from it. Dropping Primetime P with a flapjack. But you see Richie Mills on the ropes distracting Buzzer. Buzzer got eyes on the back of his head. Now Buzzer just overpowering Primetime P, taking him to the ropes. Primetime P overpowering Buzzer now. Primetime P overpowering Buzzer again, letting him know he's not happy with them. Primetime P with that shot block. And a moonsault to the back of Buzzer. Going for that gut wrench suplex. Another gut wrench suplex. A third gut wrench suplex. A deadlift dominator. And an elevated stun gun to Buzzer from Primetime P. Primetime P going. We try to go for an elevated stomp, it looked like. Look at that spinning corkscrew elbow, I think that was. HRS never fails to disappoint. Whether they're in a match with a couple of nobodies, or they're in a match with against talent like Buzzer and Ripper, they always make the match exciting. They always make the match thrilling. They're entertaining. They are honestly one of my favorite tag teams in the entire industry. Look at Primetime P trying to humiliate Buzzer right now. You know, that's what Primetime P and Richie Mills like to do is, you know, they like to have fun in the ring. They like to make a joke of their opponents. Primetime P gets a 1 count. And Buzzer gets him in a pin of his own, but no count for that one. Look at that knee. I think he drove that knee to the back of Buzzer's head, right into the canvas, making him bleed. Buzzer kicks out. You see the blood on Buzzer's face right there. He's already bleeding. A turnout suplex with a fist to the face. All that fist to the face did was make him bleed a little bit more. And then a pop-up Primetime Cutter. Only getting a 2 count though. Primetime P with a dragon screw. Missing that moonsault. See Buzzer bleeding. He's pissed. Does not like to be cut open. These two men going back and forth right now. This is the part of the match where they start trading momentum. Primetime P with that sling blade drop kick to the side of the head of Buzzer. Now he's telling Buzzer to go ahead and get up. What's he gonna do here? Look at that. F5. I don't even know what that one's called. What does Primetime P call that F5? Missing that moonsault. Now Buzzer coming back with that wild suplex, that wild butterfly suplex of sorts. Oh no. Try to go for that buzzsaw kick. Couldn't get it. Primetime P with that Superman punch. Buzzer coming right back. Now these two men just slugging it out. Buzzer just slapped Primetime. Primetime P slapping Buzzer back. Buzzer slapping him back. Buzzer wanted another shot. Primetime P slapping Buzzer again, hitting him with that super kick. What's Primetime P going for here? Primetime P with that knee to the back of the head again. Going for that springboard frog splash. Oh, he's got him in that chokehold now. Got him in that chokehold, and Buzzer tapped out. Primetime P tapped out one of the tag team champions. I'm gonna skip this because I didn't realize there was entrance music on Primetime P's victory.
Here is your winner, Big.
I need to change that as well. Lyra Nash. So King Slick and Sweet Death found Lyra Nash backstage as she was getting ready to walk out to Scott Nash's match. And they have some business to take care of. King Slick was not happy about losing the match last week to Scott Nash and decided to grab his daughter and take it out on Lyra Nash. See Lyra just dropping King Slick. Lyra dropping Sweet Death. King Slick sitting there letting his daughter get beat up. Lyra Nash taking it to both King Slick and Sweet Death. How is this possible? I think Sweet Death just flipped me off. Sweet Death just gave me the finger. Two of them, as a matter of fact. Lyra Nash going to work on both King Slick and Sweet Death. What is going on here? Tossing Lyra Nash across the parking lot. Lyra Nash letting him know that she is no pushover. Throwing Sweet Death across the parking, or throwing Lyra Nash across the parking lot. And then hitting a backdrop suplex. Scott Nash doesn't know. This is just as Lyra Nash just got here, just got to the arena. Lyra Nash just pulled up to the arena. Scott Nash is inside already getting ready for his match. Look at that. King Slick just dropped Lyra Nash on her head on the concrete. Lyra Nash having heart. I think she may be concussed, but she's got heart. Taking out Sweet Death. Going after King Slick. Lyra Nash has got heart. They don't call her the Crimson Goddess for nothing. King Slick. King Slick telling everybody to quiet down. Lyra Nash taking it to both King Slick and his daughter Sweet Death. Oh, now King Slick has that cone, looking to use it. He decides against it. That may have cost him. I'm going to drop to the concrete. Lyra Nash is definitely showing the hell out. Sweet Death telling Lyra to get up. Sweet Death looking to take Lyra Nash for a ride to an undisclosed location. Lyra Nash fighting like hell. Has the heart of a lion. A lioness, really. Oh no. And King Slick is assaulting Lyra Nash with that kendo stick. Sweet Death with the cone. They are assaulting Lyra Nash now. No, but security and staff members can't get out there to break it up. Iceman and Venom are blocking the door. King Slick turning Lyra Nash inside out with that clothesline. Sweet Death just using that cone. Oh no. King Slick with that package pile driver to Lyra Nash on that concrete. Lyra Nash has got to have a concussion right now. King Slick just throwing the door at Lyra Nash. Lyra finally starting to have some life. Hitting that somersault unprettier to King Slick. Sweet Death just punishing Lyra Nash. King Slick smacking her with that traffic cone. You can tell King Slick is not happy at all. I think King Slick may be down and out. No, King Slick is getting up. The Sweet Death down and out. King Slick turning her Lyra inside out again. Look at King Slick. Look at what a camera angle right there. King Slick just brutalizing, victimizing Lyra Nash. Sweet Death just throws that traffic cone at Lyra Nash, signaling for the end, saying the end is near. King Slick just chokeslammed Lyra Nash onto that concrete. Oh no. And then slamming her face into the parking lot concrete. This is a brutal assault. King Slick is not happy. And he's taking it out on the wife of Scott Nash. King Slick turning her inside out yet again, and now attacking her with that sledgehammer again and again and again. Oh no. Lyra Nash was not going to go under that package pile driver again. King Slick spears Lyra Nash right in the thigh. Look at that dragon cutter from Sweet Death right onto that concrete. Lyra Nash has heart. Damn it, she has heart. The Sweet Death going for that triple German suplex. Lyra Nash does not look okay, ladies and gentlemen. I think she's going to need medical attention. This is not good for Lyra Nash at all. Now King Slick just tossing her onto the car, saying, "Is that your car? Here, let me help you to your ride." Oh no. Oh no. That glass door right there scares me. Just gives me flashbacks of Angelo King slamming DMP's face through that glass. Sweet Death hitting a package pile driver right there onto the concrete herself, ending this brawl. Lyra Nash is hurt. She is hurt. We need to get security medical personnel out in the parking lot ASAP. Lyra Nash is hurt. King Slick and Sweet Death have assaulted, brutalized, victimized Lyra Nash to get under Scott Nash's skin. How is Scott Nash going to be able to concentrate on his match knowing this happened? Look at this, assaulting Lyra Nash, just the process of victimizing her, throwing her onto a car right there. Right here, we thought Lyra Nash was going to make a comeback. But this is where it ended. Sweet Death dropping Lyra Nash right on her neck. That package pile driver on that concrete. Lyra Nash is not okay, ladies and gentlemen. Next up we have Gorilla Cruz, Infinity's Paragon, Bad Attitude, Marcus Kelly, Toby Oakwell, The French Lover, I already said Toby, Torch, and Scott Nash in a 8-man redemption gauntlet to determine the last spot in the Battleborn Bounty ladder match. I really do not know how Scott Nash is going to be able to concentrate on this match. All entries are randomized, so we don't know who's going to start.
The following contest is a Gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
This is the Redemption Gauntlet. This match contains those who have lost their qualifying matches or lost title opportunities and will go on. Whoever wins this will go to the pay-per-view to compete in the Battleborn Bounty ladder match to become a main event staple.
New Jersey, weighing in at 330 pounds, Gorilla Cruz.
From New Jersey, Gorilla Cruz. Last month at the last pay-per-view, Do or Die, Angelo King was doing a post-show press conference. Gorilla Cruz decided to interrupt that press conference and challenge Angelo King to a BWE Heavyweight Championship match. Angelo King accepted. Gorilla Cruz came up short and now is seeking redemption in this gauntlet match. So many C's. He's focused, determined, ready to redeem himself and earn possibly the biggest opportunity here in BWE that has come his way thus far. Next up, Infinity's Paragon. Paragon claims to be from the future. And he's been an exciting talent. He's been exciting to watch step into the BWE ring. He did come up short, losing to Scotty B in his qualifying match. Scotty B pinned this man here. Scotty B ended his losing streak by pinning Paragon to go to the Battleborn Bounty ladder match. This is Paragon's last chance to get into that ladder match. This is his last chance to go to the Leap of Faith pay-per-view. Paragon telling everybody, look at me, I'm going to be the one that goes. to the pay-per-view. I'm going to be the one that wins that ladder match. I'm going to be the one that's going to become a main event staple. Paragon ready to redeem himself in this match. So we're starting off with these two. Gorilla Cruz and Infinity Paragon. It's definitely going to be interesting to see who comes out next, who comes out last, and who's going to be the winner of this gauntlet. Because the Battleborn Bounty ladder match is already stacked with high caliber names such as Ace, Venom, Iceman, Scotty B, J Omega, Capital Punishment. You see Gorilla Cruz arm whipping Paragon. They tie up again. I'm not sure how Paragon's going to be able to get one up on Gorilla Cruz. This is one big SOB. Look at him. Gorilla Cruz just continuously slamming Paragon back down to the mat. Gorilla Cruz really taking it to Paragon now. Here we go. Paragon is starting to show some signs of life. Starting to make his way back. Look at that wicked combination. Ending with that drop kick to the side of the head. But he misses that falling knee. Still coming back though. Still making a comeback. Paragon making his comeback. Yeah, springboard moonsault taking down Gorilla Cruz. This is Paragon's chance right here. Locking him in that armbar. But Gorilla Cruz isn't having it. Look at that Gorilla face buster right there. Busting open Paragon. Beautiful German suplex from Paragon. It was a beautiful catch in German. And then a 450 splash to Gorilla Cruz. Is that it for Gorilla? Gorilla Cruz has kicked out. Paragon cannot believe it. What a reversal from Gorilla Cruz. Wow. That was devastating. Did a little too much showboating there, allowing Paragon to come right back. Look at that spinning DDT, a tornado DDT. The Gorilla Cruise kicks out again. Both of these men want to go to Leap of Faith. Both of these men want to be in that ladder match. Gorilla Cruise with his own variation of a choke slam. Like a skull slam, I guess. Going for that pinfall now. Paragon is gone. He is Paragon. And Toby Oakwell makes his way out now. Can Toby Oakwell take out Gorilla Cruise? Gorilla Cruise saying, this is the next guy? This is who you send out? This'll be easy. Chopping Toby, sending him flying. Throwing him. Again. Can Toby Oakwell beat Gorilla Cruise after Gorilla Cruise just had an amazing match with Paragon? Gorilla Cruise locking in that arm trap face lock, it looked like. Toby did beat the Reaper yesterday too, yeah, but Gorilla Cruise isn't taking him that seriously. Gorilla Cruise doesn't... I don't know if that's registering in Gorilla Cruise's mind. Toby Oakwell locking him in that face, in that cross face. Gorilla Cruise coming back now. Will it be Gorilla Cruise or Toby Oakwell going to the main event tomorrow? Which one of these two men will go to the pay-per-view Leap of Faith? Gorilla Cruise with the huge spear. Now going for a pinfall on Toby. Toby kicks out. Gorilla Cruise just manhandling Toby Oakwell now. Look at that power slam from Toby, or from Gorilla Cruise to Toby. Now locking. No, going for that skull face slam. And Gorilla Cruise takes Toby Oakwell out. Gorilla Cruise on a roll now. Who is next for Gorilla? Scott Nash. You can see he's got a lot on his mind. You can see his mind is elsewhere. I don't know. His mind isn't fully here in this match. Is he going to be able to pull off the win in this match? Or is what happened to Lyra Nash going to get the better of him? Gorilla Cruise with another Gorilla Spear to Scott Nash. Scott Nash kicking out again. The VP of BWE. But Gorilla Cruise with a spinning Uranagi. Scott Nash with the big back body drop. But Gorilla Cruz with the dragon screw. Missing that Tope Atomico. And Scott Nash with the spinning neck breaker. So Scott Nash deciding he's going to take all his frustration out on Gorilla Cruz here. But Gorilla Cruz not taking it too kindly. See, beating down Scott Nash like a wild gorilla. And then a huge splash from the top rope. Is that it for Scott Nash? Scott Nash kicks out again. Scott Nash reversing that gorilla spear. Telling himself Lyra Nash was on her way to watch him win this match, so he might as well win it anyway. Is that it for Gorilla? Gorilla kicks out, barely kicks out. Scott Nash finding that fire within him, finding that motivation to concentrate on this match. Scott Nash with that elbow to the back of the head of Gorilla. The Gorilla kicks out yet again. Scott Nash with the Midnight Outsider's Edge. And eliminates Gorilla Cruz. Scott Nash has taken out Gorilla Cruz. And here comes the French Lover. These two men had a previous rivalry in another federation. I wonder if that's going to carry over here. I wonder if it's going to spill out here. You see the French Lover's got hair again. He went bald for a few weeks. He's got hair. Decided to rub his head with some Miracle Grow. Scott Nash just looking at Frenchie infuriates him, makes him want to assault Frenchie, and that's exactly what he's doing now. Scott Nash really just assaulting Frenchie right now. No remorse. As I said, these two men had a bitter rivalry in another federation. Seems as though Scott Nash hasn't been able to put those feelings aside and is excited to exercise those feelings yet again in this match. Will Scott Nash win this match and dedicate this match to Lyra Nash, his wife? Will Scott Nash be able to go to the pay-per-view? Frenchie taking his turn, switching the momentum, turning the tide. Frenchie with a stun gun to Scott. Scott Nash with a twist of fate out of nowhere. Is that it for Frenchie? Scott Nash with a twist of fate out of nowhere. Frenchie did not see that coming. He's down. 1, 2. The Frenchie kicks out. Oh no. The Frenchie with that heart attack. The heartbreak attack. And hitting that giant Canadian side effect. Taking out Scott Nash. Frenchie has beaten Scott Nash. Bad Attitude is out here next. This man has a history here in BWE. He beat the owner, the president, Cameron Taylor, for the Blood Fist Championship, but lost the title to Alex Diamond, the personal security guard of Fingers. Bad Attitude rolling him up, getting a 2 count. Will it be Bad Attitude or Frenchie going to the pay-per-view? Bad Attitude spearing Frenchie down. Now he's going up top. What is he doing? Bad Attitude just stomping on the shoulders of Frenchie. Now he's going for that pinfall. Only getting a 2 count. Not even a 2.1. And these two just slugging it out. Frenchie, the discus punch, knocking out Bad Attitude. Frenchie showing that just because he's a lover don't mean he's not a fighter. He's a lover and a fighter. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl, taking it to Bad Attitude. Bad Attitude reversing it, rolling up Frenchie. Almost eliminated Frenchie. Bad Attitude nearly eliminated Frenchie. Bad Attitude missing that springboard cutter. Frenchie going with that signature fall away slam. What's he going for now? Doesn't matter because King Slick wasn't having it. Frenchie busting Bad Attitude open, giving him some color, some red. Bad Attitude with a huge drop kick from the top rope though. Look at the blood on Bad Attitude. Frenchie did just fucking eat. Yes, he did. Bad Attitude not getting it in. A knee to the jaw. And then he's locking in. Hey. Chin lock. And Frenchie with that huge choke slam. Is that it for Bad Attitude? Frenchie has eliminated Bad Attitude. Here comes Torch. Frenchie with another yeet. This time to Torch. Almost beat Torch to win the match. I believe there might be one more member, if I'm not mistaken. Torch with a burning spear to Frenchie. Torch just chewing on the fingers of Frenchie. What is he doing? And Torch just punt kicking Frenchie. Is that it? Is Frenchie done? Frenchie kicked out. Torch can't believe it. Frenchie with the double arm choke slam. The Torch. And then hitting another choke slam to Torch, but Torch kips up. Torch is not done yet. Torch hitting Frenchie with that powerbomb snake eyes. Alley-oop snake eyes. And the Torch turning Frenchie inside out with that clothesline. The Frenchie kicked Torch in the head, right in the face. Then hit him with that bulldog. Torch ain't gonna have Frenchie stomping on him. Oh, look at that kick to the head. Frenchie has eliminated, or Torch has eliminated Frenchie.
The next fall will win the match.
The last member, Marcus Kelly. Will Torch be able to put away the Rockstar icon to advance to the pay-per-view, to the Leap of Faith pay-per-view? Or will Marcus Kelly beat Torch to go to the Battleborn Bounty ladder match? Torch just owns Frenchie every time. Every damn time. Torch and Marcus Kelly going back and forth. The Torch turns Marcus Kelly inside out now. Marcus Kelly is in a tag team with BWE Bloodfist champion Alex Diamond, tag team known as the Rockstar Spotlight. But Alex Diamond found some singles success. Marcus Kelly looking to do the same. Marcus Kelly missed that dive from the top rope. Torch making him pay for it now. This match brought to you by my love for Tropical 7-Up. Look at that screwdriver facebuster of something from Marcus Kelly. Almost winning the match. Torch kicks out at 2.99. Marcus Kelly going right up top. Going for that splash, but he misses it and eats a boot to the face from Torch. Gets cut open by the boot. See, Torch is bleeding, or Marcus Kelly is bleeding now. What is Torch doing? Doesn't matter, Marcus Kelly's right there. But here comes Torch again. Torch just raining elbows to the side of Marcus Kelly's face. And then it hits a reverse Frankensteiner. I don't think I've ever seen Torch use that move before. But he just hit a forearm to the face of Marcus Kelly. Now he's going for that pinfall to end this match. But Marcus Kelly kicked out. Torch is saying how. Like Kanye West. How, Sway? How? Marcus Kelly with the back elbow to Torch. Marcus Kelly looking for that chokeslam backbreaker, but Torch wasn't having it. Oh, what a DDT. What an icon DDT from Marcus Kelly. And Torch is busted open now. Both of these men are bleeding. Torch coming back. Marcus Kelly coming back. Marcus Kelly showboating right now. Marcus Kelly with that strong spine buster to Torch. And Torch with that huge burning choke slam to Marcus Kelly. Is that it? That is it. Torch will go to the Leap of Faith pay-per-view to compete in the Battleborn Bounty ladder match. That match is stacked. Tomorrow's pay-per-view is going to be off the charts. Tomorrow's pay-per-view is going to be better than Do or Die. Do or Die, I feel like, has been the best pay-per-view thus far. I feel like Leap of Faith is going to outdo that pay-per-view. See Gorilla Cruz taking out Scott Nash, not being taken out by Gorilla Cruz. The Frenchie took out Scott Nash, went up against Bad Attitude. It eventually came down to Torch and Marcus Kelly. That was one good match. This was an 8-man gauntlet match to determine the last spot at the Battleborn Bounty ladder match tomorrow. So many highlights to this match. You could see both men were bleeding. Marcus Kelly and Torch both were bleeding. This ended in one bloody brawl. This is the move that did it in. A huge burning choke slam from Torch.
Here is your winner, Burns Fallen Hero.
Torch will be going to Leap of Faith tomorrow to compete in that ladder match. This is his opportunity. Next up, we got Draven versus Jeremy Pierce from the Canadian Coalition. Draven is one monster, one beast. But he's taking on Jeremy Pierce.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Empire of Pain. From the other side of darkness, weighing in at 317 pounds, Draven the Horseman.
Draven is a beast. He is going to be taking on Jeremy Pierce. Right now he's embroiled in a feud with Mr. Patterson, the twin brother of DMP. But tonight he's taking on Jeremy Pierce. And yeah, Jeremy Pierce. Jeremy Pierce trying to take Draven down. Can't do it. He does it with that springboard crossbody though. That big demon just stomping down on that arm. Stomping down on Pierce. How is Jeremy Pierce going to be able to survive the Dark Horse Demon? The Horsemen of Pain. Jeremy Pierce trying to follow Draven to the outside of the ring. The ref not allowing it. And Jeremy Pierce spears Draven off of that apron. Draven with the headbutt to Pierce. Pierce starting to get the better of Draven now, trying to get the upper hand. But Draven, doesn't take Draven long to get that momentum right back. With Jeremy Pierce being the squirrely little guy that he is, gets that momentum right back. This is a clothesline, which allows Draven to take control. Oh my God! Draven just clotheslined Jeremy Pierce and turned his ass inside out. Jeremy Pierce eating it. Chomping down on that clothesline and eats another clothesline. I was about to say he's coming back from that clothesline like it was nothing, but never mind. The Draven with the running body shot. Running battering ram. Oh no. And then hits a chokeslam to hell. He just chokeslammed Jeremy Pierce straight to hell. But Jeremy Pierce kicked out. The first man to kick out of that chokeslam was Mr. Patterson. Now Draven is pissed. He's choking out Pierce. What is Draven going for? He just, another big boot. Jeremy Pierce starting to power out now. Starting to show some life. He ate that chokeslam. I don't know how he kicked out of that chokeslam. That was something else. Now Jeremy Pierce got Draven up and hit him with that white noise. And then a springboard crossbody. He's trying to put Draven away. Trying to put him away for good. With that pop-up European uppercut. Going for that pinfall now. But Draven kicks out. Draven starting to get that offense back. With that gut buster. Is that it for Jeremy Pierce? Jeremy Pierce kicked out again. This kid has heart. But we know what this means. We know what Draven means. We know what he's talking about. He's talking about another chokeslam to hell. Is that it for Jeremy Pierce? Jeremy Pierce kicked out again. He kicked out of a second chokeslam. How is this kid doing it? Jeremy Pierce, one half of the Canadian coalition. This guy is literally giving Draven a fight. Fight of the night. Draven headbutting Jeremy Pierce repeatedly until he bleeds. And then giving him a third chokeslam straight to hell. Is that it for Jeremy Pierce? That is it. Jeremy Pierce is done. Mr. Patterson taking out Jeremy Pierce and Draven, saying he is sick and tired of being played with. Mr. Patterson is sick and tired of being underlooked, overlooked, pushed to the side. He's done. He's taken out both men. Yeah, Daniel, that was Jeremy Pierce from Canadian Coalition. What a match. Jesus, what a match. And then Patterson coming out at the end. The main event, the 6 qualifying members, Ace will team up with Iceman and Venom to take on Capital Punishment, Scotty B, and J Omega. These 6 men have already qualified for their spot in the Battleborn Bounty ladder match. Now they're going to be teaming up to face each other before the pay-per-view tomorrow. First ones out are the Disciples of Darkness. Former BWE Tag Team Champions, but they have since caused war on BWE.
Is a 6-man tag team match, and at a combined weight of 465 pounds, the Snake Hottenmouth and the Iceman Zero Winters, the Disciples of Darkness.
These 2 men, along with King Slick, have started war on BWE because they feel they have been cheated out of their tag team championship match. Cheated to lose the tag team titles. But somehow they did qualify for the Battleborn Bounty ladder match, where one of those 2 men could possibly become a main event name. Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's a faction.
From England, weighing in at 597 pounds, the Crusher.
I didn't realize they were going to come out as a faction. It's only Ace competing. But Ace did beat his partner Ali for the spot.
Texas, weighing in at 301 pounds, Cap Punisher.
Capital Punishment has been on a roll lately, destroying his opponents. As soon as he locks in that skull lock, where he's crushing your skull, that's it. They either tap out or they fade to black. And he qualified for the Battleborn Bounty ladder match, so he is one of the heavy favorites in the betting odds. I seen that, Devin.
168 pounds, Scotty B.
Personally, this is my favorite to win the Battleborn Bounty ladder match. Why? This man went on a losing streak. Started his BWE career on a losing streak, and out of nowhere pulled out a victory in a triple threat match, pinning Paragon to earn a spot in the Battleborn Bounty ladder match. He came out with a new attitude and defeated Paragon and I believe Kevin Hall. So I believe he's going to take that momentum straight to that ladder match and walk out with that contract. It's raining dollars. You know what that means.
Representing Money
J Omega.
Incorporated from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 273 pounds. Showtime, J Omega.
J Omega out here making it rain dollars. Making it rain on the crowd. Telling the crowd, I'm giving you money. Don't even think about touching me. Whatever they paid in tickets to be at the arena. No, I'm not talking about that match, Daniel. I'm talking about the triple threat. It was, I believe, Kevin Hall, Paragon, and Scotty B. J Omega, leader of the HRS faction, but we're starting this off with Capital Punishment and Venom. Capital Punishment been having a new attitude lately as well. Brought in one of his good friends, Shan Leon. Shan Leon. Yeah, I said it right. I had to look at the name. Shan Leon debuted earlier today. And had a very strong debut. But now Capital Punishment with Venom. In this 3-on-3 tag match. See the Disciple of Darkness, Venom, taking it to Capital Punishment, tagging out to the other Disciple, Iceman. Iceman taking his turn, assaulting Capital Punishment. Capital Punishment with a small package. Capital Punishment tagging in Scotty B, saying, go ahead, kid. Get your licks in. By the way, did you know Drake's new album is going to be called Iceman? Yeah. So Scotty B and Iceman going at it now. And Iceman tags out to Ace. Iceman tosses the big old Ace, the big guy, the big SOB Ace, tosses him at Scotty B. Scotty B had to roll out and take a breath. The Ace tosses Scotty straight to the steel steps. By the way, my son said he likes Scotty B and he wanted to team up with Scotty B. We're at an 8 count now. Now these men get back in the ring. Ace with the gut check to Scotty B. Now he starts squeezing on the skull of Scotty. Scotty passing out. So Ace just tosses him back down. Come on, Scotty. You gotta wake up a little bit. There you go. Trying to take down Ace. Scotty trying to take down Ace. Come on, Scotty. Hitting Ace with that back elbow. Trying another elbow. Realizing it doesn't work. Ace gonna make him pay for that second elbow. Scotty's starting to wake up now. There you go, Scotty. Oh. Oh no. Scotty, that wasn't gonna work. Scotty trying again. Those elbows are not gonna work on Ace, Scotty. There you go, Scotty. But Ace coming right back now. What a neck snap from Ace. Ace got heart. Really giving it to Ace. Really giving it. Or Scotty got heart, giving it to Ace now. And he tags out to Capital Punishment. When are we going to see J Omega get in the ring, get involved? We got Ace, Capital Punishment, two big SOBs slapping meat. What a wicked combination of a reverse suplex from Ace from the top rope. Not able to put away Capital Punishment though. Capital doing what he does best, punishing Ace. Now Ace going for that skull slam. Venom taking it to Punishment now. Venom and Iceman are two guys you guys need to watch out for, because as a tag team, they're pretty sinister, they're pretty diabolical. But even by themselves, they are a force to be reckoned with. I mean, both of those men competed, won their qualifying matches on their own. Venom with the huge venomous spear to Capital Punishment. Is that it? But Scotty B gets in and breaks it up. Way to go, Scotty. Way to be a team player. Venom hits that moonsault. And decides to step all over Capital Punishment. Venom starts showing life, clotheslining Capital Punishment down now. Capital Punishment trying to get a hot tag, but Venom's not allowing that to happen. Capital Punishment just elbowing Venom in the back of the head. And reversing a venomous spear. Attacking Ace. Going after Iceman, but Venom says no. And now Venom is busted open. Starting to see red. Venom going for a pinfall on Capital Punishment now. That's it. Ace and the Disciples of Darkness have beaten Capital Punishment, J Omega, and Scotty B. I'm disappointed. We didn't get to see J Omega compete. We didn't see him get involved at all. Why? I'm disappointed. It seems like Ace and the Disciples of Darkness really dominated that match. Who knew those three guys can work as a trio? It's definitely crazy, definitely wild. That venomous spear nearly put Capital Punishment away. This is where Capital Punishment busted Venom open. And Venom pinned Capital Punishment. Ace and the Disciples of Darkness. What a wicked trio. We're going to go ahead and recap like we always do after it's done saving. So our debut match for Shan Leon, taking out Bradley Wild. Strong debut. That kid's going nowhere but up. The Voice, Jennifer Rivera, took it to Shelly Nicole in an exciting match. BGI versus Black Rose Rebellion. The Voice, Jennifer Rivera, came out on top. Aries Omega beat Francisco Flores, but Francisco Flores gave Aries Omega a run for his money. There were times where I honestly thought Francisco was going to win that match. Road Pig did beat Briggs, and after the match, Zartan came out and smacked Briggs with the BWE Extreme Championship. Tomorrow at the pay-per-view, Briggs will be challenging Zartan for the Extreme title in a Dreadnoks Rules match. Primetime P, with Richie Mills in his corner, beat Buzzer with Ripper in his corner. King Slick and Sweet Death found Lyra Nash backstage in the parking lot just as she arrived, getting ready for Scott Nash's match, and assaulted her, brutalizing her, victimizing her in the parking lot. Scott Nash could not focus and ended up falling victim to Frenchie. And Torch ended up winning the entire match. Draven beat Jeremy Pierce in a devastating 5-star match, in my opinion. Jeremy Pierce gave Draven a run for his money, eating 2 choke slams before falling victim to the third one. And in this 3-on-3 match, Ace, the Skull Crusher, and the Disciples of Darkness beat Capital Punishment, Scotty B, and J Omega. Sadly, we did not get to see J Omega compete. Sadly. We're going to go to the news to find out what happened. Patterson rampaged the ring, taking out both Draven and Jeremy Pierce after their match. Lyra Nash suffered a minor injury during her backstage brawl. Briggs was ambushed by Zartan. And that's it. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is going to be the pay-per-view, and it's going to be one exciting pay-per-view. So make sure to tune in. I'll be dropping the links as soon as we're live.